The grip used a lot by more of the high-level players is the semi-western. Now the reason it's used more by the high-level players is the players at the higher level have learned to bounce the ball high enough that it stays out of my strike zone. So now the ball is going to be a little bit higher, so I need to adjust my racket face differently. So once again, I hold the racket with my non-hitting hand to hold the racket on balance. My grip now, instead of being at 1, 2, or 3, goes to number 4. If you'll notice the bottom, and we indicate again by the bottom line where my first knuckle is going to go, and the heel of my hand on the bottom. This allows me to play the ball squarely on a higher hit ball. So it allows me to have a strike zone that's a little bit taller and still be able to spin the ball. Now the semi-western grip does do something as far as my point of contact. I must contact the ball a bit earlier than I would if I had an eastern forehand grip. So I'm going to make the ball a little bit higher and a little bit further out in front with my semi-western forehand. This is used a lot when the players are trying to spin the ball, play a higher aggressive shot where they're trying to get through the shot, and it's even occasionally used on a really wide backhand where I need to open the racket face to get the ball back at a very tough angle off a low, wide shot. So once again, versatility in your grips, so you have a variety of answers for all the different challenges you're going to face on the court. So in our semi-western forehand, I start off with my non-dominant hand holding the racket for me because it's the one that's going to turn the racket in my hand so I can find different grips. We have the tape at the top of there marking the bevels. 1 is Eastern backhand, 2 is continental, 3 is Eastern forehand, and 4 is on the bottom bevel that you use for semi-western. This is more like someone would pick it up, not quite like in what's called a frying pan grip, but kind of in between. My first knuckle again and my heel of my hand following the air is on bevel 4. This grip is designed for higher bouncing balls, a little bit more of a spin, and it's used more like for your advanced players who get used to receiving higher bouncing balls because their opponents figured out the higher I hit it, the more difficult it is for my opponent to play it back. So this allows me to use my semi-western to play a higher ball with my shot.